Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today will be a Nana Makes Sense Winter Wave 1 haul. These are, for the most part, going to be my blends. I believe one is a single oil and then one was one of Tara's blends that she sent me to try. But I'm just going to go ahead and dive into it. If you don't see anything on the site currently or you see them sold out, that's probably because a lot of these have sold out a couple of times, some of them. But if you see anything that sounds good and it's not currently on the site, you can always go and join the group Nana Makes Sense. I'll be linking it in the description box as always. You can just feel free to ask her to re-pour them, or you can just know that customs are always an option. You can always just send her a message if the oils aren't available in the drop-down menu. And I know she'd love to get you a custom loaf or a custom 8-ounce bag or a custom 16-ounce or 1-pound bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to start off with the one that was Tara's blend. She sent me Christmas Carol to try out. This is a blend of Christmas cookies, buttermint, and Christmas tree. It is lovely. I love this one. And I'm glad she did send me a piece to try because I didn't know if I would like buttermint with Christmas tree because I like both of them separately. I love both of those oils. I just didn't know how they would come together, but I really like the vibe it's giving off. If you like Bath & Body Works Peppermint Sugar Cookie, Christmas Cookie has that like Loft House cookie, very soft, melt in your mouth kind of cookie vibe. And especially with the buttermint oil in this, it really does give me like a peppermint sugar cookie vibe. Plus Christmas tree. So I mean, if you like that candle, or if you bought that candle and you'd like an accompanying wax melt, Christmas Carol is a beautiful one to order to melt alongside the candle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the one that was a single oil. Here we have Pink Sugar Plum type. Now, I believe this is a Bath & Body Works dupe. And I love this scent. Truly, honestly, I believe fully that this could be like the next Palo Santo, Cocoa Butter Cashmere, Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds even. Like, I just wish more and more people would give this oil a try. Honestly, I wish more vendors would even carry it so more people could try it. But I believe currently we're one of, if not the only vendor that carries Pink Sugar Plum type. And if you don't like pink sugar, don't worry. It doesn't have the Aquilina pink sugar in this. It's not like that sharp perfume floral. It's got this just very sweet sugar plum, to be quite honest. It's not quite like Sugar Plum Fairy where it's very artificial and gross, quite frankly. It's much softer and toned down and more realistic in terms of a plum body care kind of scent. If you've ever smelled Fresh Sparkling Snow from Bath & Body Works, it's kind of like you took that and swapped out the pear for plum, is the best way I can describe it. If you've ever smelled that scent, it's beautiful. There are a couple of blends even here that I'll be blending with it. I just think it has a lot of potential. It's a beautiful scent. So speaking of, so the next 3 scents are going to be the ones that I definitely for sure plan on blending Pink Sugar Plum with. And where we're going to be diving into my blends now. So here we have Don't Be a Scrooge. This is Marshmallow Fireside and Iced Vanilla Wood, both Bath & Body Works types. Just a very sexy, masculine, woodsy scent. The marshmallow and lavender undertones do definitely shine through. Iced Vanilla Wood is what I pick up most on cold. Just a very beautiful scent. So I do think that Pink Sugar Plum might be fun to put with this. Also, really almost anything from the Palo Santo sampler would be really beautiful with Don't Be a Scrooge. So there's that. Next up we have, this one is arguably, I think, one of the more favored popular blends of them. Here we have Christmas with the Cranks. This is beautiful snowflake. It's got the iridescent glitters. This is a Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds with balsam and cedar. I adore this scent. I really do. That soft, subtle marshmallow and that like slight sandalwood undertone that you can kind of just ever so slightly pick up with that sappy like pine needle tree bark and that warm, just rustic, I guess, cedarwood. coming together is just beautiful. I absolutely love this scent. I knew I wanted to do a Christmas with the Cranks scent because that's one of my personal favorite Christmas movies. I just didn't know if I wanted to go more of a tropical theme, but I saw Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds and I saw Balsam and Cedar. I just knew that they would go great together, and they did. So, again, I just think Pink Sugar Plum might be really, I think it would make a really pretty wax melt pool first of all. But, yeah, I just think that it would just add some slight, fresh, unique, fruity take to it. I feel like it would help make it feel a little bit more quote-unquote Christmassy. It does still give you that Christmas vibe with the balsam and cedar tree scent, but I don't know, I feel like that plum, I just associate plum so heavily with Christmas that's just the vibe I think it would give off. And lastly, the one I will for sure be blending with Pink Sugar Plum is Rudolph. Little sleigh bells. This is a blend of Cherries in the Snow, Yankee Candle type, and Cotton Candy. All I have to say is it smells just like a cherry cotton candy vibe. It doesn't get, I mean, that's all it is. That's all it's meant to be. Just very maraschino cherry, not artificial cough syrup. I have smelt a few cough syrup cherries in Vendor Wax, and especially in candles. I assure you this isn't it. If you like Black Cherry Merlot hand soap, or even the candle, but especially if you love the hand soap, that like really dark cherry, like gummy kind of vibe, you're gonna love Rudolph. Next up, we have Leave a Plate for Santa in the same sleigh bell kind of vibe. This is Christmas cookies, fresh baked bread, marshmallow, and zucchini bread. This just not like you made a bunch of Christmas desserts all the same day before. You put them all together on a plate for Santa. That ooey gooey sticky marshmallow is just, I've been really loving fresh baked bread marshmallow blends lately. And that zucchini bread just adds like that nice, deep, rich, intense, slightly spiced bakery note to an otherwise really simple, not bland vanilla bakery, but I mean kinda. I mean, you have like a really nice almond cookie vibe, Christmas cookie, sticky marshmallows, and then like a neutral fresh baked bread. And I feel like the zucchini bread really helped tie it all together and give it some depth that it needed. Lovely, lovely, lovely blend. Here we have chestnuts roasting on open fire. This one has Christmas cookies, gingerbread, and chestnuts and brown sugar. It's lovely. It smells kind of, if you can picture a gingerbread house that you use, I don't know if anyone else does this, but one of the easiest ways that I learned to make gingerbread houses is to make like a burnt sugar mixture almost. It does kind of affect the flavor of it, but I mean, gingerbread houses are mostly for decoration in my eyes at least. So you kind of make a caramel, except you let it, you don't add any kind of buttercream or anything, and you just let it fully melt, darken, and it gets really like sticky, and you have to do it while it's hot, but you put the gingerbread house together like that, and I promise you it works better than glue. Okay, so that's the kind of vibe it's giving me, that almost burnt sugar, kind of brown sugar, nutty gingerbread house vibe. So that's what chestnuts roasting on open fire gives me. Here we have arguably I think the most popular, and from what I've seen in hauls and stuff, is Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. And this is, I believe, eggnog. Sorry if you hear my dog. He's a little pug, so he has a little short nose, so he breathes really loud when he's sleeping. This is eggnog, whipped cream, and birthday cake. It smells like an eggnog icebox cake. I love doing cold cakes. I don't know, it's fun making a cold cake and eating a cake cold for me. Just really, there's something indulgent about them, and that's exactly what this is giving me. That lightly spiced cinnamon clove, really sweet milky eggnog mixing in with that just fluffy what's the word I want to use? Kind of like a generically sweet birthday cake. And the whipped cream, I will say you can kind of like pick up like a light Cool Whip topping where it's just very airy, light, and fluffy, if that makes sense. And it's not like a marshmallow fluff where it's sticky and super, super sweet. It's more toned down. I love the way that one turned out. Here we have Going Home for Christmas, and this is Twisted Peppermint, Roasted Pine Cones, and Vanilla Lace. Straight up sensual. This is something you'd want to melt like the night before Christmas. I love this scent. It's very just comforting. It reminds me just of like that beautiful log cabin kind of vibe. And the Twisted Peppermint, you would think it would be like really, really strong, intense, and nose clearing. Not in this blend. It's just there to kind of add this light coolness to it. And a lot of mint scents will do that. Twisted Peppermint, like candy cane kind of scents, not always will they translate that way. It's more often like spearmint or garden mint that will do that and give a blend a certain coolness, and it's not too overpowering. But in this blend, the Twisted Peppermint is for sure giving me that vibe. It's kind of like you're in a log cabin with all your windows open, the cool breeze flowing in, mingling with the Christmas tree. It's beautiful. I absolutely love this scent. Very underrated. So that's Going Home for Christmas. Next up we have Pink Christmas Tree, Pink Glitter. This is pink sugar, candy cane, and Christmas tree. This just smells like a sweet pink Christmas tree. This is exactly the vibe I wanted this to have. If pink Christmas trees were to have a scent, you know, the artificial ones, this is what I would want it to smell like. Just very fun, flirty. The candy cane in this isn't too pronounced, but it does. I love the way that mint works with pink sugar, because it just helps add like a light freshness to the pink sugar and helps tone down the sharpness it'll oftentimes have. I love this one. Again, very beautiful. Again, this is exactly the perfect name for it. It smells like a pink Christmas tree. And lastly, I have to show you this bag that she gave me. I got to make a custom scent. And I just had this song lyric stuck in my head from an old Blink-182 song. And I really wanted to, and it, you know, I was watching Nightmare Before Christmas. I made this one, you know, around Halloween, but I wanted to have something I could melt right away and have it go into Christmas with that kind of vibe. I'm not a seasonal melter, but especially lately, that's all I want to melt because that's just what I've been in the mood for lately. I want comforting Christmas, wintry, cool, refreshing scents in the house. So here we have We Can Live Like Jack and Sally. Again, it's a Blink-182 song lyric. This is a blend of Brazilian coffee, sugarcane, Christmas tree, and butterbrickle. Lovely, lovely scent. And it's got the cute little skull and crossbones with it. As you can see here, there's one of the skulls. And let me dig out one of the crossbones. It's got some crossbones in it. I love it. It's just one of those scents that it's so unique and different. I can say with certainty that I have never seen a, I'm gonna put it down like that. I have absolutely never in my life seen a Christmas tree and coffee scent, let alone something that had like a bakery note with it too. I don't know how to explain it other than I promise you it just works. So I don't believe that she did pour any extra of this, but if that sounds good to you, feel free to order it in customs because this is definitely my favorite scent I got. I definitely just I was just driving and I thought of a blend that I thought would be good, which was, you know, a sweet coffee and a sweet Christmas tree scent together. But then I was thinking, you know, what could I put with it that, you know, would help tie it together a little bit more? I do still think that a plain Christmas tree and, you know, plain coffee scent would be great together. But I was thinking, you know, should I do a mint? And I was like, oh no, it's kind of, you know, basic. Like, what else could I put with it that would make me like it? And I was going through like a really heavy butterbrickle phase, which I'm not the biggest fan of the oil, but lately I've been getting into it a little bit more. So I don't know why. It was just on a whim that I put butterbrickle in with it, and it just, I don't know, it just really ties the blend together. It gives it a much needed sweetness and just something slightly different to break up the really, really like sweet coffee. I know it's not for everyone. I know Tara's not the biggest fan of Brazilian coffee sugarcane. It's my favorite coffee oil. But, and just Christmas tree is like one of the most, again, it's a very neutral Christmas tree scent. You could really put her Christmas tree oil, I think, with just about anything and it would smell good. Just my personal opinion. So you have two really neutral scents. You have a neutral coffee and a neutral tree scent. What was something that was going to kind of be just able to blend them together enough but not overtake the show? And butterbrickle is what I came up with, and hey, it works for sure. So that's my Christmas haul. There should be a wave 2 coming soon. She's even started posting in the group some of the scents that she's pouring, so definitely keep an eye out for that. There are a few more that she hasn't announced yet that I believe she will be pouring soon. And I'll be sure to haul those for you when those come in soon. So I'm going to end the video off here. As always, be sure to check down the description box. I'm going to link the TikTok. Yes, we do have a TikTok. There's going to be a TikTok, Facebook page, Facebook group, and Instagram for Nana Makes Sense. So be sure to go follow all of her social media accounts to stay up to date with the company. And I'm going to end the video off here. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.